Mitch Marner telling Pierre LeBrun of TSN and The Athletic.
His camp, yeah.
Camp currently has no plans to discuss an extension or a trade list. Their preference is to honor the last year of the contract and see where things go, which is, I don't blame them.
This is right. How honorable of him to honor that contract and collect that $10.9 million. Isn't that honorable?
It's not like you're making zero dough. You're making great dough. You want to play in the final year of your contract in a spot where you think you're going to put up some offensive numbers. He's put up offensive numbers right there. You would think that would only continue. No, we'll play one more year. We've taken all the shit and abuse here this is going to be nothing new for this guy to get dragged in the media and dragged by fans. Do it for one more year and then go to free agency.
So. The other thing is if you're really just playing the negotiation, who's got the leverage game, this is exactly your first move, even if you know he's moving this
for
year.
Sure. Yeah.
And so I don't really buy into, well, now for sure he's a Leaf all year. No, but what the camp is saying is we hold the cards here. We're not giving you a list, Brad. And you know what? If you get an amazing deal, come to us. But we're not going to give you the free pass to just, shop our client around. And if you're Mitch Marner, let's be honest, the writing's on the wall. You're not re-signing in Toronto, right? We know that. Yeah. It's just they want to shake it up. You haven't had success with that group. So are you not better off long-term to go get a little stage time and feel out a market before you sign an extension? Like, let's say you like the idea of playing in Utah and they've got 40 plus million in cap space, which they do. Would you not want to see how you fit there, know what the coach is about, see the market before you sign a free agency? I think Mitch will move.
I don't.
I don't either. I think
really?
He's there. I think he plays out
where
the
do
year.
you have so a couple things, what you said. They could still win the frickin' cup next year. They're good enough to be, I don't think they will, but it's not like they have a better. Vancouver had a chance this year to go to the third round semifinals. It was no way last year at this point anyone's saying that. Would it be a shock if Toronto had beat Boston? And you know what I mean? The caliber of team is really good. One successful season changes everything in that town. I don't know how they work the money out, but if Marner puts up 100 points and they go to the semifinals, nobody's shitting on him anymore.
I agree. I just don't know that the Leafs allow it to go that late. I think you probably exert a little more pressure before then. At this point, you don't
have any pressure.
I mean, you could certainly.
What are you going to say?
What's that?
What are you going to shake your fist at him? If they're going to want to listen, they're going to want to win, right? Are they going to sabotage their season because of Mitch Marner? No, they need to play him.
The whole reason they want to move him is because this group hasn't won. Yeah, if they believed this group could win, they wouldn't be shopping him.
It doesn't give them the right to do it. They may not like the roster construction, but your point was they were going to squeeze him, and there's no squeeze.
Yeah,
this is the only squeeze they have.
Question that they would
tell
love to change
to sit him.
There's nothing. This is an immovable thing right now. This isn't one of the things. If Marner doesn't want it to be, this is not an option for them to check. You're going to reduce his ice time. You're going to bench him. How are you going to make life hard on him? You still want to win. The pressure's on Treliving, and you got a new coach. You got to win, and you have a greater chance of winning with this guy getting 90 to 100 points than if you make life hard on him and don't play him or whatever. Might happen.
He obviously he holds all the cards. Absolutely. I just think what you're seeing is poker here. He'll move. I think he would wave and move. I think what you're seeing is, agents agenting.
But what would be the upside for him to move other than what you said of him?
Because he's gone in a year anyway.
So what?
Like the dream's over, Mitch. You're not going to be a career Leaf.
But but he's got a chance to win. He can prove more by winning and putting up big points in Toronto.
And so you think Toronto's the best place to do that, where they've got out of the first round once in his career?
It's better than fucking Chicago.
Is it better than Carolina?
Maybe.
What's Carolina getting them? Or they
might not
fit 10 million into their.
There's lots of teams that
you talk about Utah, and there's fits, but again, I come back.
Utah going to be good, and he's going to get his points and have success in Utah.
I think there's a great chance he'd be really good there. Yeah,
my focus. I think he'd be good, but again, my focus, if I'm Marner, is I want the best season possible.
Yeah,
to keep my stock up, and he's done nothing but put up big points in Toronto. I don't know. To be determined.
Yeah,
I am curious, unless it gets to a point where Berube makes his life so friggin' miserable and he does tire of it.
But again,
Nashville's another name we've seen pop up there.
8 months.
The Saros for
That's
Marner.
What's good for Nashville, not Marner.
No
what's
question,
good
but
for the
you don't think
Leafs.
you can't see him having success there and getting paid there and having a better chance to win in the playoffs there?
I think no question his points would go down. I think he would have fewer points in Nashville.
Who's he
than in
playing with
Toronto.
on the power play in Nashville that's better than what he's got now?
Yeah,
it's-
I mean, I'm not really terribly focused on the power play stuff. Like he's had a couple down years
But
here.
points are going to matter for Marner if he's going into free agency and he wants to make as much money as possible. He doesn't want to like.
So let's say he has 10 less points. You think that's going to affect the body of the resume when GMs go talk to him?
If
July
he
1?
hasn't won and he's got 10 less points, yes,
why
I
would,
do.
Why would I move if I'm Marner to get fewer points
To try to win, because he's kind of been painted as a guy he can't win with.
in Nashville?
Why not?
In
I mean, that's a
Utah?
team on the rise.
In Chicago?
Yeah, Utah team on the rise. I mean,
So you would think if your likelihood of winning is better in Utah or Nashville than Toronto?
no, but your chance of getting an extension done and having more success over the
I
next
don't think he gives
deal,
a
I
shit
think,
about an
is.
extension.
Isn't that what this is all about?
No,
You getting
it's
paid,
about
you
getting to
He's
free
going to
agency.
get paid.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, the leverage of saying I'll go to free agency. Okay, well, we'll give you 11 then. Stay here. We got $40 million cap space.
Well, they can do that. I don't.
But you're contradicting everything that everyone know. I want to get to free agency so I can test the waters.
Anyway,
I don't know that he wants to get paid, I think is the bottom line. Yeah. He
Which
wants
is-
to
we
go
all
where he
agree.
wants to go and get paid. That can be an extension or free agency. If he has all the marbles here. If he wants to go to market X and get an extension, he could probably do it. That's kind of my point. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out more of our content right here on the Flames Nation YouTube page. We had a bunch of great long form interviews. You can check out some videos we've done as well outside of the studio. And of course, if you want more writing or merchandise stuff, flamesnation.ca or nationgear.ca. Appreciate you watching.